Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Generation X Nation. Thank you to everybody who have been subscribing and following me. I definitely appreciate it. I decided to come out live and do one real quick for you guys so you can see me outside of the bushes. Look at here. As you see the thumbnail, this is about Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay? And Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. At this point, I'm just going to do them both together because I'm kind of sick of both of those shows. I try to watch them to give different content um, outside of the love and marriage thing that I've been doing a lot of my content on, and Married to Medicine and the Real Housewives of Atlanta. However, the reason I decided to go ahead and knock this one out real quick is because there's not much going on in these shows. Back and forth arguing with people. He said, she said, I hate you, I love you. Who really freaking cares? The biggest thing I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go over on the Miami one, is that Amara La Negra. Amara, you are a beautiful woman. Absolutely, you are probably one of the most beautiful women on the show. Okay, Princess also is, I find her very, she's a nice looking young lady too. However, the brain cells, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're successful, but when it comes to relationships, it's like your brain cells just freeze up or something. That man don't like you, and he don't love you, and he's married. And you have been trying for the longest to get him to choose you. He has not left his wife yet. He tells you when you meet him, according to you, you said, oh, you said you had to handle your situation. He's married. Marriage is not a situation, Amara. It is a marriage. You know what happened? You was a side chick. It looks like, because he's married, so that, call it what it is. You was a side chick. He married. He got you pregnant. You thought you was gonna leave his wife, and he didn't. We seen this play over and over again. I don't know why y'all keep getting caught up in this crap. Okay? And you flying back and forth to the DR, he flying back and forth to the US to see each other and see the kids. It's ridiculous. But what I do remember, and Shay was 100% right when y'all was at that little listening party, and she was pissed off because she your friend. And that man called you a ugly black girl. He called you ghetto and said nobody would want your black ass in front of everybody in the world to see, because it was on TV and all his family was there. And his family treated you like crap. They were not nice to his mama, his sisters, the uncles, none of them were nice to you at the baby's party. But you know what happened? Just my opinion. When this was all over and it aired, and they may got a little check for their appearance, they realized how much money is involved in this show. They realized that you make a little money because you have a little success. All of a sudden, no, Alan, don't let her go. Your mother, his mother flies from the DR to see your mother, to all of a sudden try to keep y'all together when she know he has a wife on the island in the DR? You don't think it's a money grab for them? All of a sudden you want to have more children, but I want all my kids by the same man, because God forbid you have more than one baby father. So you want to use his donations to have another baby, but you don't want to do it the regular way. You want to do in vitro. And he said, nah, we do it. We're going to do it the regular way. And his mother says the same thing. Girl, they're trying to trap you and your money. Beware. Now I'm going to make this real quick. Beware. If Alan wanted to be with you, he had plenty of time to leave his wife, divorce his wife, and be with you. Alan sees you as a way in. He sees you as a cash cow. His family sees you as a cash cow, and they're going to milk it for everything they can get out of it. It doesn't seem strange that his mother flew from the DR to knock on your door. You think she didn't pull up to this mansion and say, oh crap, hold on, Alan. We need to make this one work because the whole family can eat off of this in the DR. Marty, you gotta be smarter than this. And let me just say this to you real quick. And some of us may have seen this show, but it's called The Family Chantel. Okay? The Family Chantel. Remember Pedro from the DR, who wooed Chantel in, and she was just so in love with Pedro, and her family kept telling her he was a scam, he was a con artist, he just wanted a green card, he's going to break your heart. They even broke off and had their own show. His mother couldn't stand Chantel. His sister couldn't stand Chantel. But he was back there in Atlanta sending his mom and TVs and all the Chantel's money every month that Chantel was working hard for. And at the end of their relationship, when she finally opened her eyes because he was cheating on her and doing all this other stuff, and she realized she was basically being used, he went in the bank and tried to take all her money out. And she beat him to it. He had planned all behind her back, got him an apartment, got a little job in the real estate, was hanging around with his people, quote unquote, no disrespect. And then he was about to drop them papers on Chantel, wipe out that bank account, but she did beat him to it. Think about that, Amara. I see the same storyline with you and your man. Do better. You're a beautiful girl. This is really unnecessary. Open your eyes. I don't always agree with Shay on everything, but she was right on this. All right? We're going to move past Shay and hit up Trina. I like Trina. She's been around a while. She the baddest bee, whatever. But I don't know if Trina just, and I'm not saying desperation, but the guy's a lot younger than Trina. But Trina just, I guess she's at the point in her life where she just want love and happiness. So we going to pray and hope that this guy do right by Trina. She don't have a prenup. God forbid. I don't know why she didn't get one. She should have. But Trina, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it in a couple of years, it's 2-3 years later. You talk about he a fraud. He just wants your money. He's suing you. He want alimony and half of this and that. You're setting yourself up for that. And this is a public service announcement for anybody that's getting married nowadays, especially if you have a little something, some hell, even if you ain't got a little something, whatever you got going in, man or woman, protect your assets because there's a lot of scammers out here. I'm not saying Trina's husband is a scammer. I don't know him. Again, my commentary is based off of what I see on the television, and I give my commentary weekly. So, I don't know. He seemed like a guy trying to get it together. He's talking to the pastor. She didn't want to go to the pastor with him. She should have, but she didn't. I'm still on the fence with the Trina and this guy, but hopefully he'll treat her right. The Love and Hip Hop Miami, it again, women arguing back and forth over these guys, whether they're cheating or not cheating. The good thing is I didn't have to hear Jock and his wife. Oh my God, Kendra is beautiful and smart, but boy, she got a mouth. All she do is yell at Jock. I don't know how you take it. So they didn't show them this particular. I think they showed Kendra, but Jock was nowhere around. Thank God. Didn't show much of Scrappy. They did show the girls. I guess of course Carly Red is going on her 5th or 6th wedding dress. I mean, every season she got a new ring and a new wedding dress. You know, hopefully this one lasts. Sierra's on her 3rd or 4th husband as usual. Every season she got a new husband, new boo, whatever. We're going to hope that lasts for her. The person I'm focusing right now on is Yandy. Yandy. Again, beautiful woman, smart businesswoman, everything. But when it comes to Mandeezy, whoo, Lord. Yandy ain't trying to hear it. Yandy around here questioning everybody but Mandeezy. She questioning Rashida. What did you hear? When did you hear it? She's over there questioning them young ladies. I forgot their names because there's so many people on that show. I don't be remembering their names. But she questioned a girl when they were sitting on the bed at the Spices opening or whatever. Well, she told me she heard it this time, but she was actually there. What are you talking about? Yandy, you're questioning everybody but Mandeezy. You're not questioning him. You're telling him what's going on, but you're not asking him what really happened. Stop accusing everybody else and questioning everybody else because they're not the ones who's being accused of cheating. Mandeezy is. Have a conversation with him. All right? Jasmine talked all that crap. That man told your car away. I'm sorry, but he told your car, Jasmine. You got to be careful. You talking all this crap, and now I'm looking like, wait a minute. He paying for your car. He's raising a child as his own. He's paying your rent, and you talking crap to the guy. And then you over here milking Kurt, and you mad because you got caught up in your little scam you was running with them men. Jasmine, you got to do better. Okay. However, I get it. You know, she's trying to figure it out. Hopefully she get her life together. She's trying to sing, do a rap. Everybody in Atlanta is a rapper or singer at the end of the day. You know, I think Rashida's a little pissed off about her friends or associates or castmates being friends with Jasmine. I don't think Jasmine that bad of a person. I just think that you guys agree for her to come on the show, so don't get mad if she hangs out with some of the people on the show. They seem like they get along with her. Her and Kirk didn't have no long-term relationship. She just got pregnant. It's a wrap. You can't hate that girl forever and you still loving Kirk. He cheated on you. She didn't cheat on you. Was she disrespectful? Yes. Probably shouldn't have messed with your husband. But you more angry at her than you are at Kurt. And you're married to Kurt. Just my opinion. That's all I got for now because them two shows really don't give you a lot of substance to talk about. However, they've been around a while and every now and then they'll have a storyline that I found interesting. Spice, she's still screaming and cussing everybody out. And one other thing, I don't know who needs to tell that young lady, but don't nobody want Lil Zane but you. Seriously, nobody wants a Lil Zane but you. Congratulations to Bambi. She has a new guy. I hope it works out for her. And Scrappy, you gotta do better, man. Having babies with threesomes and all that's just ridiculous. But I'm gonna just leave that alone because they didn't really air much of him this time around. And with that being said, I am, and this is Generation X Nation. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment. I will respond back to you. I came on the screen because I want you guys to know that I do exist. I do have a sense of humor. I know sometimes I'm really straightforward to the point. That's just the East Coast, up north in me, Midwest, whatever you want to call it. But I am a real person. And everything on my show is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And with that, you guys go out and have a great rest of your day. Don't you let what's going on in that Washington, D.C. mess y'all up in the head. Because as I always tell y'all, God has always got your back. Peace out.